Adam, for large parts of that game, we were standing, it was awful. But even the point where me and you weren't even talking.
Yeah.
Like, it was that bad. It was embarrassing at times. Sheffield United were all over us. They were dominating every part of the football pitch, winning first tackles, second tackles, challenging everything. And we're rightly so 2-0 up. Then, we still don't know how we managed to do it, but we did. We played well for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes maybe, tops. Get ourselves into a winning position and can't see it out.
No, mate, it was like, it was a guy behind us who said it to us. It was like the worst 70 minutes that we've seen all season, probably the same as what it was the back end of last season. And then 10 minutes are the best that we've seen this season. But even the 10 minutes wasn't great, mate. It was just going back to basics. Not one player, I said it to you in the game, not one of our forward players tried to take a man on today. Rashford got it up him straight away, Martial got it, James got it, and they went into the shells, mate. They fucking cowered away. And I don't know what it was. James just took one chance, went down the line and put a ball in. The ball wasn't great, but you know what I mean? When you put in a ball into the mixer, things can happen. We didn't mix it up once today. We was just sideways, and like you said, they wanted it more, they battled it. They won every single second ball. They won all the first balls, and then what they didn't win, they just picked up on the second ball easily.
Does it show that Solskjaer might not have done this if McTominay was fit, and that's the reason he went with the 5 at the back, or the 3-4 with the 4 in the midfield? Does it show that's the reason why he did it? Because then he quickly reverted back to it when obviously Jones made a mistake, took him off at half time. Was it a tactical thing because it shows how important McTominay is to us, or do you think there's a chance with Ollie that he might have even set up like that coming to here and tried to mirror almost the same as their formation?
Yeah, I think he got lucky today. There was nothing tactical that made that game, that changed that game. You can say, yeah, he brought Phil Jones off. It was a mistake playing Phil Jones in the first place. He brought him off at half time, but what did that change? Because all they did was go and score the second goal.
From a Pereira mistake again.
Nothing tactically today that anyone did, Ollie's staff or anyone, that changed that game. One of the players took a chance, and James, and the momentum shifted for 10 minutes, and we took advantage of it. We had 10 minutes where we weren't creating loads and loads of chances. We just took what came, and I've never seen us do that. But at the end of the day, it was still lucky. It wasn't fantastic football, and there was nothing tactical. I mean, there was someone telling me outside here before that it's been caught on camera, Carrick running into the stands to go and ask Ferguson, what do we do now when we was 2-0 down?
Oh, that's not true, Jesus.
It can't be true, I know it can't, but the guy was adamant. I'm like, nah, mate, it's not happening. I really can't see that, but it's little things like that fans are picking up on now and fans are talking about, and it's not looking good for him. I mean, I said it, and I got loads of stick for mentioning Pochettino the other day, but I said Pochettino being available now for nothing, United cannot be not looking at him. Ed Woodward will be sat in his chair twitching right now. He really will, and he'll come out and say all the right things. I mean, I want Ollie to see the season out, me personally. I don't want him to go. I want him to try
even
and
though
turn it around,
you know it's going to be like this.
We cannot do anything this season, so there's no point in making it. But I'm scared that we're going to lose Poch. That's what I'm thinking. I'm scared that he's going to go if we don't act soon, and then come the end of the season, if it does turn out bad, then we're all sat there talking, why didn't we go for Poch back then? We can't see into the future. We don't know what's going to happen. It's scary that Poch is available now.
If the only way to get him is to get him now, would you do it?
If you give me the option to get Poch right now, yeah, I'd be thinking I've got to go and get Poch right now, mate. Honestly, I would, because like I said, I want Ollie to do well. I really do. Every United fan wants Ollie to do well, and it's worrying the certain things that he's doing. I mean, he's the one who thinks this squad is good enough. You know what I mean? He's the one who said it's easy this game when you've got players like this. These are his quotes. And then he's saying it's a process and it's going to take time. I know, I understand the time side of it, but like today, we had no idea at all. We did not know what we were doing. The players were just clueless in every single position.
Not like Sheffield United felt like there was an easy game as well. Like, this is easy.
We said it. What did their defence have to do? Their keeper.
Jagielka playing. Jagielka.
I know. And he was running the show.
Should be retired by now.
He was running the show. He's making Rashford and Martial look like leading championship in the first half. It was just a case of, like I said, we got lucky. One of our players actually took it upon themselves to do something different, and it worked out for us for 10 minutes. But then when we
Is
went
that anything to build on?
You've got to take encouragement in the fact that they actually came back from 2-0 down.
We always said if it's 1-0, we're never going to come back at 2-0. Done.
You said it. We're done, mate. These guys don't concede goals, and then bang, 10 minutes of complete and utter chaos. And don't get me wrong, it was brilliant. I enjoyed it. I loved it, and it was an exciting game after that. And that's all we want, really, don't we? We want something to actually watch, come out and travel for, and watch something actually exciting and look like there is a bit of endeavour by our team to actually try and fight for something. Because, like you said, when we go down normally, we don't see nothing. It's just straight into the shells, and players go hiding. Few even went hiding today. Our midfield, and you said McTominay not being there a second ago, showed today because they bossed that midfield completely. We're coming out of here gutted, but the reality is we were fucking lucky, mate, today. That centre midfield, you can see the strength was not there. Pereira and Fred were just battered from pillar to post. They were. And McTominay probably wouldn't have been. Don't get me wrong, he might not have changed it. We could have still had a bad performance if McTominay was there. It's like, you know what I mean? One man isn't going to change that whole result there. Scott missing wasn't the reason that happened today. We had enough on that pitch to win today, easily. But it took... We sat there at half-time and said every single player on this pitch, barring David De Gea, who kept us in it, don't get me wrong, people can say it's encouraging. We came back from 3-2. We should have been 5-0 down at half-time, but for De Gea. And then we wouldn't have even been... Everyone would have been walking out, probably, because of the few who left at 2-0. Absolutely giving up, but...
Going forward to finish off, Villa, next game at home, then Tottenham, Jose coming back, then City away.
Dreading that. I'm absolutely dreading that. I had Paul on my channel. We were talking about it. And he just said, look, I'm still not convinced by it. You can say we had a good performance against Brighton. It was the one game this season that we've had the full 90 minutes, not a half. Again, what are we talking about? I was talking with Miles when he was talking to Saeed, driving here. It's a game of 2 halves again. And this time it was a 10 minutes and an 80 minutes. We cannot put a full game together. That is the problem. City coming up, oh man, if they're 2-0 up, we ain't coming back from that. If Mourinho gets in front at Old Trafford, you know what's happening.
He knows all about our weaknesses right now.
He does. He knows exactly how to play it. We cannot afford to let that happen. If Mourinho does that, then I think that will be the nail in the coffin for nearly every single United fan in terms of Ollie and everything like that, because it'll just be rubbing salt into the wound, mate. It really will.
Nice one, Adam. Cheers, mate.
Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.